K9RMR.
K9RMR.
Welcome to the K9JWR repeater system, PL tone 103.5, Edinburgh in Shelby County. Have a great day, 73.
Up to 10 miles an hour.
K9RMR currently monitoring. K9RMR no response, 73 clear.
Repeater system, PL tone 103.5, Edinburgh in Shelby County. Have a great day, 73.
The N9JWR link has been connected.
The net is Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. on the U.S.A. repeater system.
The N9JWR link has been disconnected. Warm start.
Welcome to the N9JWR repeater system net on Tuesday at 7:30 with JCARA 73.
The N9JWR link has been connected. The N9JWR link has been disconnected.
K9RMR currently monitoring. K9RMR no response, 73 clear. And continue to monitor.
JWR link has been connected.
This is K9R reporting. I got that the link is connected, but I'm also getting a lot of static. So I just thought I'd give you a report on that. K9RMR, 73 clear.
Thanks, Randall. We appreciate the update. And by mean static, you mean the signal's not coming in at its regular level?
I'm just getting a bunch of noise with no audio. K9RMR. Sounds good now. It's good and clear. So I don't know if you switched or what you did, but right now at least it's doing pretty good. A few minutes ago you had some, and then just about a minute or so ago. So just thought I'd let you know. I know the net's coming up here pretty soon. K9RMR 73.
Okay, good to know. We might be having an issue with that repeater. It might have been on my end. I had my beam antenna pointed away from the tower side, so hopefully that'll pick it up. And keep us informed. We'll look forward to hearing you checking in. I sincerely appreciate the signal report. KB90FN. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
Sounds good. K9RMR 73 clear.
CQNet. This is the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net. Our transmitter site is located in Scipio, Indiana. Net control for this session is KB90FN, and my name is Randy. Stations with emergency or priority traffic may interrupt this net at any time. The net meets every Tuesday at 7:30 p.m. local on the KC9PIE 14525, the KC9TME 442975, and the N9JWR Edinburgh 443.025 with a PL 103.5. Membership in any group is not required for participation, and all check-ins are always welcome. When you check into the net this evening, please indicate your name, your call sign phonetically, and your location, please. If the repeater should happen to fail, we'll move over to the last remaining repeater, or 147.585 simplex with assistance. Really have anything enlightening this evening. I know there was a Shelbyville tailgate, I believe, this past Saturday. Don't know if anyone got to attend. You might fill us in if you did. And if there's any stations that has any information, traffic, or questions, comments for the net, please call now. Check in on that and give us a signal report on the functionality of the Edinburgh repeater. It would be appreciated by Jerry. We'll take short time check-ins. This is just for our Rate These Aries Skywarn roll that we run every week, and we appreciate everyone taking time to check in for that. Short time check-ins, Alpha through November. Please call now.
Oh, Charlie 9.
Kilo,
Mike,
Niner,
Kilo,
Bravo,
Rick,
Sierra,
Seymour.
Charlie, David,
Short
Northern,
time,
short
no
time,
comment.
no traffic. Mobile.
KD9, RWO, Joy, here in Scottsburg.
Kilowatt India 9 Golf, KI9G, Brent in Bologna. Short time.
Kilo Golf, Niner, Delta, Kilo, that's KG9DK, John, Yosemite County, short time.
Okay, let's hold up there for a second. Hit a double, but David won, K9BSC, and then Rick K9MBK, KC9MBK. And then I had KD9RWO, and there was another station that checked in with mobile station. Please try again.
Mobile is still me, K9BSC. Usually don't go mobile though.
You're testing my listening skills. It was a pretty good double, but you were still in there ahead. So, number one spot, K9BSC. Sorry, Rick. K9, Kilo Delta 9 RWO, Joey. KN9G, Brent. Short time. Thank you, Brent. And I got in just at the tail of the Scottsburg net, and then I got a phone call. So, you could add me to that list if you wanted to for an off-the-air check-in. KG9 Delta Kilo, and there was another station that came in right with KG9DK. Other station that I have not yet mentioned. Please call now.
W1, TOD, Todd, southeast side of Seymour. No comments, Randy, thanks.
Very good, Todd. out. Okay, it was a mad rush to get checked in so you can get on with the rest of your evening. Appreciate it, gentlemen. We'll go back now to regular. Appreciate you guys taking time out to stop by and give us those numbers. It is greatly appreciated. And so now we'll resume short-time check-ins Alpha through November.
Kilo Delta 9, Sierra India Lima, Aaron, North Vernon.
This is Kilo Delta 9, Lima Hotel Foxtrot, K9 LHF, Mike in Charlestown.
Sayal, Aaron, thank you for your behind-the-scenes work you got going on there. I just responded to your email, and we'll have to get together on that topic and explore it further. Really appreciate it. KD9 LHF, Mike, my neighbor over here in Charlestown. That's it for the short time so far. Alpha November. Anyone else? A through N. Gentlemen, feel free to carry on the rest of your evening. Stay warm. Now, November through Zulu and through the short time. This is the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net.
Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat. K9RMR. Randall M. Rueff, Taylorsville, Bartholomew County, and the signal on the Edinburgh repeater is doing pretty good.
Okay, Randall, appreciate that. Maybe it just needed to get warmed up a little bit. Anyway, you're sounding great too, and I do appreciate that feedback. For a remote listener, it's always good to have that. And that's another reason for the net, so we can make sure everything stays up and running on both ends. So, K9RMR. Thanks, Randall. Anyone else, November through Zulu for short-time check-ins? Guys, we'll add you in our report that we send in. We appreciate it greatly. We'll now go through regular check-ins, Alpha through November, A through N.
Kilo Bravo 9, Delta Delta Oscar, Earl KN.
November 9, Juliet Whiskey Romeo, Jerry, Elizabethtown, on the 443025.
Jerry, everything seems to be resolved in 9JWR. Anyone else, Alpha through November for the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net?
K9ESN, this is WR9G, Stephen Austin, no traffic.
Kilo Delta 9, Golf Uniform Victor. Greg in Scottsburg, no traffic.
I got the Scott County duo there, WR9G with no traffic. I'm not sure. We'll just go ahead and consider. Do you want to consider that a short time, Steve, or do you have anything you want to pass along?
Just short time, Randy. I apologize, sir.
That's all right. We'll take that as for Greg as well. K9GUV or KD9GUV. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. And thoughts are going with everything going on there at your house. Hope it all works out. Anyone else? Alpha through November. This is the Jennings County Weekly Amateur Radio Net.
This is WB9 U.S.A. Curtin Jennings.
Juliet 9 Quebec, KJ9Q, Gerald in Uniontown, no traffic.
All right, we've got Kurt there for a regular check-in, WB9 USX, and Gerald, good evening. Thanks for stopping by. I'll catch you in just as a short time in and out. Anyone else? Alpha through Zulu. 15, that's not too bad. Seems like it's been a pretty quick minute. We're only 8 minutes in. So spread the word. We'd like to see how everyone's radio makes it into the system here, just in case we need it in the future. And someone we know that's rock solid is Earl, KB9DDO. Good evening, Earl.
Nice days there, because going short there, every day there is getting closer to winter, so, and we do have a wind spell and all that stuff, so just get out and make hay while the weather's good there, as the old saying is, KB9DGO.
Well, that's for sure. When you said that, I looked out the window. It's pitch black out there. But supposed to be the Hunter's Moon tonight. So I guess if anybody's got anything they want to do out there under the Hunter's Moon, you'll still have a little extra light coming from that tonight. Can't wait to see what that brings tomorrow. Working in the medical profession, we had a little bit of it today. So, yeehaw, love the full moon. Let's go over to Jerry. Jerry, it sounds like everything's straightened out. You sound real good. Go ahead, Jerry. In 9JWR.
thank you, Randy, and for everything, what you do, and also in the background. And I'd like to say hello to everybody. Yeah, for some odd reason, I've noticed the last few times that whenever I turn on Link, it has a rushing sound to it, and it only comes, it's like it receives from the 525 on the radio link, and it transmits here on the 443. So I only hear it, or well, it's only out on my end. So I don't know what's going on, and I guess, like you said, it has to warm up because then it stops. So who knows? Okay, well, just like to say hello to everybody. It's starting to get really, really cool in the mornings, and it is kind of chilly-willy when you go out and ride the motorcycle to go to work when it's 44, 45 degrees. Got to wear a little bit more clothing than normal. And in the evenings, it ain't too bad. It's a nice ride home. But other than that, I've had a pretty decent week. Lots of good things have happened. One of the things is in 2 weeks, on November 2nd, is the November's G.C.A.R.A. meeting. We will be having it on Zoom again. And then a month from now, or well, from then, on the December meeting, we will be meeting at the Jennings County EMA training office. We will have our usual yearly Christmas dinner, and can't wait for it. But other than that, about all I got to say. So hope everybody is keeping warm in the mornings and night. Take care, 73, and God bless. Back to net control, N9JWR.
Jerry, my memory fails me. I don't know if that repeater has been through a winter yet. So maybe, as we discovered cold weather issues on the system, maybe that's something that I have to look into. Who knows? I hope it's something simple like that, that's for sure. And the Christmas dinner, boy howdy, even if you only want to check in here and just stop by for that dinner, there was always some good chow. And I've already got some pies lined up and ready to come down and make those fun for everyone to eat. Hopefully K9RLC will bring his famous chili, and we can all suffer for the after effects of that. Anyway, looking forward to that in 2 months. It'll be here before you know it. Let's move over to Kurt, WB9 U.S.A. Good evening, Kurt.
Good evening, Randy. Everybody on the net. Not much going on here. Working outside, I went from short sleeves to long sleeves, and like Jerry mentioned, it gets kind of chilly here in the morning. But anyway, this is Indiana. This is fall. I did go to the Shelbyville Ham Fest on Saturday. It was pretty good. Unfortunately, it was right next door to a COVID testing site, and there were kind of cars all over the place. When I pulled into the fairgrounds there, I wasn't quite sure where I was supposed to go, but anyway, it all turned out okay. Didn't buy anything, though. Of course, I probably don't need anything. Other than that, not much going on here. Just passed along 73s, and God bless everybody. And Jerry's Peter sounded pretty good. So 73s, back to net control. Take care, Randy, and everybody on the net. This is WB9 U.S.A.
Okay, Kurt. Yeah, I had a work detail Saturday morning, just an hour and a half worth of stuff that I had to get done, but it precluded me getting up there, and I really wanted to go to it, as usual. But I was able to listen to the Shelbyville repeater there, and it sounded like there were quite a few people on there chit-chatting, made me jealous, and then I had to get out. So glad you got to go, and glad you had a good time. Keep warm out there working in the yard. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. We will see if there's anyone else that'd like to be a late check-in. If so, please call now. If there's anything that we can do to make this net more interesting, fruitful, or just entice more people to come in and say hi to us, send me an email, kb90fn@gmail.com. be willing to entertain any and all ideas as long as it's legal. Otherwise, we'll catch you all next week. Everyone be safe and stay warm. This is K9FM saying 73.
This is Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat, K9RMR, currently monitoring. K9RMR, no response. 73 clear, and continue to monitor. K9RMR, I got somebody breaking squelch, but that's all I got. If you want to try again, go ahead. K9RMR, no response, 73 clear. K9RMR, just check to see if anybody's going to do the net this evening. This is Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat, this is K9RMR, currently monitoring. This is Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat, this is K9RMR, currently monitoring. Wondering if anybody's going to do the net this evening.
Standing by for probably 15, 20 minutes. I haven't heard anything other than some stations coming in with a lot of static on right now. I got a hunch that someone got tied up and couldn't make it. This is KG9DK. Back to you, Randall.
Okay, well, if you wanted to do it, we could you could do it, I guess. Or if you just wanted to wait, that's fine too. Either way is fine with me.
Randall, I will give you the honors if you want to do the net. At my age, I have a hard time copying the calls and getting them right. I've been trying to practice when Joe calls the net, and I pretty well make a mess of it. Anyhow, feel free. This is KG9DK. I'll be standing by and monitoring.
Okay, well, let me go get a piece of paper, and I might do that. So give me a minute or two. K9RMR, clear. Calling all stations, calling all stations, calling all stations. This is K9RMR. Repeat, this is Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. I'm going to be running the South Central area net this evening. You have to give me a chance here. I've got a radio in one hand and a pad of paper in the other, so no rush on your call signs. But I guess first of all, we'll start with anybody has any emergency traffic at this time. Go ahead with that. Calling for any emergency traffic. Well, seeing as we don't have any emergency traffic, which I was hoping would be the case, does anybody have any announcements for the net this evening? If you have any announcements, go ahead now, please. Okay, as we don't have any announcements, do we have anybody that wants to request an IF or informal communication after the net this evening? If you wish to have an IF with somebody else, please make your request known at this time. Okay, well, I'm just playing this by ear. I don't have the script in front of me, so with that in mind, let's start taking short time check-ins. That's anybody just wants to check in and then check out their own, or listen if they want to, or stick around if they want to, but will not be called for comments. So with that in mind, I'll take short time check-ins. Let's just do the whole alphabet, Alpha through Zulu.
Kilo Golf Niner Delta Kilo. That's KG9DK. John, Bartholomew County. Put me down for a short time, but I will be monitoring.
Okay, I've got KG9DK. Anybody else? Short time this evening? Okay, let me say again, this is Kilo 9, Romeo Mike Romeo. That's K9RMR. The name here is Randall, and this is the South Central Area Net. If anybody else is short time and would like to check in, we're taking the whole alphabet, Alpha through Zulu at this time. Go ahead. Okay, I got somebody breaking squelch, but that's about it. If you want to try again, please. Okay, well, for short time, I've got KG9DK. Appreciate you checking in, and I got you written down as short time, so feel free to listen. And at this time, I will call for regular check-ins. Like I said, I'll just start out with going through Alpha through November. Repeat, Alpha through November. Regular check-ins at this time, please. I think I got N9CJT. Is that correct, Noel? Is that you? Last station, come again, please.
Whiskey Bravo 9, Sierra Mike Charlie, Don Columbus.
Okay, I've got, I think I've got N9CJT. I'm not sure. You'll have to confirm that. And then I got Whiskey Bravo 9, Sierra Charlie. Anybody else?
Number 9, Victor Delta Tango, Brown County, Dave.
Okay, can you give me that call sign again, please? I'm I'm not good at doing the radio and writing down, so give me that last call sign again, please.
Sure, I think I'm talking to K9RMR. This is N9VDT, November 9, Victor Delta Tango, Dave in Brown County.
Okay, N9VDT, this is, in fact, K9RMR. Good to hear you in Brown County. I'm here in Taylorsville, and you're on the Columbus repeater. It's good to have you in the net this evening. Let's just go ahead and open it up. Like I said, I'm doing this kind of off the cuff here. I don't have the script in front of me. I just got a handheld in one hand and a pad and the paper in the other, so I'm just doing it, trying to sit back and relax and enjoy it a little bit. And let's just do the whole alphabet, Alpha through Zulu, for regular check-ins at this time. Okay, I don't know if anybody else is getting that, but all I'm getting is somebody breaking squelch a couple times. So if you want to try again, either turn up your power or do something else to your antenna, I don't know. But right now, all I'm getting is this breaking of squelch a couple times. So last station or any other station at this time. Okay, I don't know what I can't get you. All you're doing is breaking squelch. I got you breaking squelch a couple times, but can anybody copy that or relay that if they're getting it? But all I'm getting is the breaking of squelch. So with that, if you want to try again, and we'll at the same time we'll also go to anybody else, Alpha through Zulu for regular check-ins. Okay, well, with that said, don't have a whole lot of check-ins tonight. So KG9DK was short time, so we'll go to, I think N9CJT was the first one there. I think we got Noel in there. If so, Noel, your turn for comments. Go ahead.
Thanks, Randall, and thanks for picking up the net. I just got home, and glad you picked it up. And that's all I've got this evening. Good to hear you. Thanks for letting me check in. And 7-3 to the net at N9CJT.
Okay, well, I was going to ask you. I figured since you're on here, I've been getting the emails about the wanting to get rid of the equipment. I thought maybe you might make an announcement or talk about that and what's the latest and greatest concerning that situation, if you want to.
W9GFX, Gene is asking the Columbus Amateur Radio Club to come get his stuff. And Chuck, AC9R, did a recon yesterday and reported back. I'll try to remember things. He said there's a 220 talkie, a 440 talkie, a bunch of different large power supplies, some test equipment, enough general stuff to put together what he called an evil scientist's laboratory, if you wanted to make it look that way. He said there are some 2-meter beams and a whole bucket full of mag mount antennas, I'm sorry, I should say mobile antennas. I don't know whether any of them were mag mount or not. Supposedly an HF beam in there somewhere, although he wasn't completely sure of that. Supposedly some old HF radios, and he didn't count how many, but he said there were a few. And, of course, various assortment ends. He called it a whole bunch, or no, he said a ton of nifty, but not much value. He mentioned some tripod mounts, as in the kind that bolt down to the roof of the building, and if you take them, you've got to patch the holes in the building. Let me reset. And I think that pretty much covers it. We've kind of batted around exactly when to do this. Gene just wants to get it done before the 31st. But on the table right now is either this Saturday or next Saturday. We seem to be leaning toward a week from Saturday. But that's with very little input. So if you're interested in participating and you've got a pickup truck and you don't mind hauling off, or rather participating in the hauling off of about 5 truckloads was Chuck's estimate of stuff, some of which may get sold at a Hamfest someday, some of which is free to the people who haul it off, some of which may need to be recycled. Uncertain about all that. But anyway, it's a project where the club is seeking to help Gene, just honoring the fact that he's been the electronic engineering instructor at Ivy Tech for goodness knows how many decades. He's retired now, and we're just going to help him clean out his shack. He's got 2 rooms full of stuff. Hope that wasn't too disjointed, Randall. And back to net control, N9CJT.
Okay, well, thank you for that announcement, Noel. Appreciate it. And hopefully between maybe the net tomorrow and maybe your net on Friday and some emails, everybody, we can get the word out and see who's interested and who's not. And I'm sure between the group, enough of us, we can get something hopefully taken care of and help out. So with that, we'll go to, I think the next one is WB9SC. You're up next. Any comments for the group?
K9RMR, Whiskey Bravo 9, Sierra Mike Charlie. Good evening to what a group we have this evening. Don't have much to say. I'm only comment, as far as Gene's warehouse full of parts. I can remember a time a long time ago when I was a young amateur. This would be like Christmas October. There was a time when I couldn't afford a lot of those kind of things, and the opportunity to get some of that equipment would have been absolutely incredible. But unfortunately, now I don't have as quite as much as he does, but I've got a lot that I probably ought to be smart to unload some of it, but I hate to let go of it yet. Hey, I did a call and I hadn't, but there's not too many on. Well, there's not anybody on this evening. I'm trying to get my WinLink running again, and Windows has had a couple updates, and it's really messed things up. And I was curious if anybody else had similar problems getting their PC to connect to WinLink. Well, actually not the PC, but to get the HF to connect to WinLink through the PC, etc. But I'll wait till next week. I'm sure someone else surely has had the problems, because Microsoft it is so aggravating when they do an update and it breaks things. But anyhow, back to you, Randall, and thanks for running the net. We appreciate it. WB9SMC.
Okay, WB9SMC, appreciate you being here tonight, and maybe before the net's over, somebody will have the answer to, or have some at least some comments, or to maybe be able to help you out. First of all, I'm a Mac user, so I'm a little I like that system, so I can't really help you out on the Windows side of things. But somebody else out there might have some helpful tips. If not, maybe they can check back in next week. Next up is N9VDT. So do you have any comments for the group this evening? Go ahead.
This is N9VDT. Just wanted to extend my thanks to the group that held the exam session tonight, SCICSG. So Noel can tell us what that acronym is for. So myself and a couple other people that have been getting on the repeater here, we all got advanced up to the general level, and we got a new fellow in our group who did pass the technician test. So we're all pretty excited about that. I think this general thing has been on my list since the early 90s when I lived over in Cincinnati. So you can see how well I do on my to-do list. So thanks to everyone that volunteered to make the exam happen, and I appreciate the opportunity to be able to do it so close here to home. And wish everybody well on the net. So N9VDT, back to net control.
Okay, well, we appreciate you checking in. And the SCG, if I'm getting this correctly, is the South Central Indiana Southern Communication Group. If I'm getting that right, I believe so. I'll let, if Noel wants to check back in and fill us in on what happened at that, you can do so at that time, Noel, or at this time.
Indiana Communication Support Group, or as they call themselves, SCSI. N9CJT, back to net.
Okay, well, I was close. So I guess that's good for something. Okay, so I'm down to the bottom of my list. I hope I got everybody. If not, I'll tell you what, I will take calls for anybody else that wants to check in, either short time or regular check-ins. At this time, entire alphabet, Alpha through Zulu. So if there's anybody else that wants to check in, Alpha through Zulu, now is the time. Okay, this is K9RMR. I got KD9RPB, Bruce, who I know, but I think you doubled with somebody. So the person that I think doubled, could you go again, please?
KD9, Charlie Tango Zulu.
Okay, KD9, Charlie Tango Zulu, got you. Good to have you on there. Again, anybody else, regular check-ins, or short time if you prefer, but Anybody that wants to check in at this time? Alpha 2 Zulu. Anybody else? Okay, with nobody else checking in, K9RMR, Bruce, your comments this evening?
This is K9RMR. First thing, I'll let Randall know you're coming in loud and clear in Brown County State Park, where we're currently camping for the next few days. Glad to hear there's a few people that upgraded to general. I've thought about doing my extra, but when I took the pre-test, it's like, no, not ready for that yet. Decided to come out and just enjoy the fall weather for the next few days and ride a little bikes, play the radio, but I still have to work, unfortunately, during the day. So hopefully I'll at least get to be outside and enjoy this fall weather. So back to net control, K9RMR.
Okay, well, I'm glad you're out there enjoying the weather, and don't go ride too far on those bikes. And I know exactly what you mean. I got my extra, and I can remember when I went to get my general up in Franklin, they were like, well, do you want to take the general as well? And I was like, well, I'll try it. And they gave it to me, and I was like, maybe next time. So it's definitely a different set of questions and a bunch more information, so I can understand going for your general and then waiting for another time to upgrade to extra. So it is, as you said, it's good to have some people doing some upgrading and just studying for more to learn more information just in general. So that's good to know. With that, I will go to KD9CTZ. Your turn for comments, please.
This is KD9CTZ. Just wanted to see if I could still check in. I'm out here in Martinsville and just trying out where I can actually get the signal all the way there into Columbus. That's really all I got. Back to you.
Okay, KD9CTZ, this is K9RMR. The name here is Randall, and wherever you're at, you're coming in. You got a little bit of background static, but overall it's perfectly legible. Again, I'm here in Taylorsville, and the repeater's in Columbus, so overall not too bad. Like I said, a little static, but nothing to complain about too much. With that, again, I'm at the bottom of the list, and I will stand by for any check-ins. Short time or regular. If anybody else wants to check in at this time or recheck, feel so free to do so at this time. Okay, this is Kilo 9 Romeo Mike Romeo. Repeat, this is K9RMR Randall here in Taylorsville on the Columbus repeater, and with no other check-ins, I'm going to call the net coming to a conclusion. The time is currently 2100 hours and 7 minutes here in Columbus, Indiana, USA, and I will say thanks to everybody who checked in and participated, both short time and regular. Until next time, this is Randall and Rueff, K9RMR, saying good night, God bless, 73, and we'll talk to you next time. And I am clear.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you dropped out right when you said where you were, so I'm curious. What's your QTH?
I'm actually located out here in Martinsville, just right near the new 69 bypass.
Okay, I guess I should have known that already. Sorry. At least I remember being told that at least once before. But your signal into the Columbus repeater is pretty darn good for Martinsville. Over.
Good to hear that. I was the one that was keying in and not getting anywhere a bit earlier, but I believe that's because I was parked right up against the house with the big metal roof. So when I moved out away a little bit, it seemed like I was able to get in without too much of a problem.
Okay, well that last transmission was a little noisy, but still was able to understand you. So it's working. I won't keep you. Have a great evening. KD9CTZ from N9CJT. See ya.
Well, it was good talking to you. I don't think it's too bad for just a little mobile setup with a little magnetic antenna on top of the truck here. So it's good talking to you, and I'll be clear. KD9, Charlie Tango Zulu.